Today I'm going to be showing you through Elephanta Island outside of Mumbai. It is an incredible UNESCO World Heritage Site and probably a real surprise to a lot of people. This spot is famous for its ancient rock caves, beautiful views and rich history. And today I'm going to cover how you can get there from ferries to speedboats, what the price of the tickets and the tours are, what you should do, and of course I'm going to show you the Elephanta Caves in detail. So let's start with the basics. How do you get to this island? The island's about 10 kilometers off the coast of Mumbai, and the easiest way to get there is by ferry from the gateway to India. Ferries run from 9 AM to 2 PM every single day, and it takes about an hour on one of these ferries. Economy class is about 200 rupees, 150 to 200 rupees, which is about 250 USD. And then deluxe class is 250 to 300 rupees, so about $3.75 USD. Now, if you're like us and you want to skip the crowds and get to the island before anyone else arrives, then you can get a speedboat. And honestly, I would recommend it because we had such an incredible time and got to see the whole of all of the caves completely empty, and we were by ourselves. And then once we were leaving, a whole lot of people started arriving. So you can get one of these speedboats from the same place, the Gateway of India, but you'll need to book this in advance. And you can pay about 50 USD for a group to get one of these speedboats across. Then now that you're on a speedboat instead of a ferry, it's only going to take you about 15-20 minutes to get to the island. You'll aim to leave at about 8 AM, so then you can get to the island by 8:30, which is before anyone else arrives. So once you get to the island, you're going to hop off, and there's quite a bit of a walk, about 600 meters to get to the caves. Now there is an option for you to take a toy train, and I think it costs hardly anything, 6 rupees or something like that, to take this train, and it will take you about 600 meters to the start of the stairs, and those stairs are about another 500 meters to get you to the top, to the first caves. All along here are hawkers, and there are also some pretty cheeky monkeys, so I would keep my valuables quite close to me, especially from the monkeys, because they are known to come and take your things. Also, as you get off the boat, there is an opportunity to hire a guide from the island, so a local tour guide. Now, we organised a tour guide in advance, but this is definitely a valid way, and you can haggle the price with these guys to show you around. It's important to know that these are ancient caves. They're from the 5th to the 7th centuries, making them over 1500 years old, and they took about 200 years to build, which kind of blew our minds, because it means that, you know, there were so many generations of families who built these caves, and they carved them out by hand with chisels. What makes these caves special is they're dedicated to Lord Shiva and filled with incredible Hindu sculptures carved out of the basalt rock. And the most famous carving is this 20-foot high sculpture showing 3 faces of Shiva. And this represents creation, protection, and destruction. It's really, really crazy to see. The main cave, known as Cave 1, is the largest, and Shiva is shown in so many different forms. So you have the cosmic dancer, which is Nataraya, and you have the slaying the demon scene, which is also a really interesting one to see. And there's stories behind each of these, but I won't go into them because I probably won't do them justice. To enter these caves for Indian citizens, it costs about 40 Indian rupees, which is about half a US dollar. And for foreign tourists, it's about 600 Indian rupees, which is about $7.50 USD. Now, I should say, for the tour guides, when you do arrive, you can pay anywhere between 6 to 10 USD, which ends up being about 500 to 800 Indian rupees. There's a little bit of a dark history of these caves and of this island as well, because when the Portuguese came and occupied, they actually created a fair bit of damage because they used these sculptures as target practice. So when you do walk through the caves, you'll see that the legs are chopped off, or there's pieces of the face missing off these sculptures of these gods, which is really, really sad to see, and sad to know that people have such little respect for other people's culture. And back in that time, obviously, they couldn't care less. The island was named Elephanta because there used to be this big statue of an elephant, and when the Portuguese came, that was the first thing they saw, so they called it Elephanta Island. But originally the island was called Garapuri, and it means the city of caves. One other thing that you really need to do when you visit these caves is you can see they have meditation rooms in some of them. And what we did was we went into the meditation rooms and did Om sound all together, and it was really, really quite an exciting experience because the whole cave seemed to vibrate. And so I'd really recommend you do that. Even if you don't take a tour guide, go and do that. You'll see other people doing it as well. Once you finish up looking through the caves, then you can go and visit the little town. There's about 3 towns on the island, but this one's really cute, and you can kind of see how people are living there on this island. I think most people now from the island live in Mumbai, and only about 20% of the population live actually on the island, and most of them are in tourism. So yeah, just nice to see that sort of community, and you can go visit their local temples as well. After you visit the little community, then that sort of wraps up your adventure to Elephanta Island. There's obviously a lot of food there, so you can go enjoy lunch. And then you can head back on the ferry. The last ferry is at 6:30 p.m. and tourists aren't allowed to stay on the island, so make sure you hop on that ferry. We just went and visited the community, took the speedboat home, and it was perfect. And then we went and had a little coffee near the Taj, and then we visited the famous Leopold Cafe, which is famous from the book Shantaram, and a really cool place to go check out if you have read Shantaram, or if you do know about Leopold Cafe. It was a bit of fun. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like it if you did, and please let me know if you have any questions about this place or about Mumbai, or if you have anything that you need to let me know to educate me, please let me know below as well. But yeah, tune into the next episode. Abby and I will be talking about our wedding, and our wedding coming up in Thailand, so that should be pretty exciting. There's lots of things going on there, but yeah, take it easy. Bye.